SHOT Show 2023 at the Oracle Arms booth, and talking to Todd here. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good, good. We'll do the Boy Scout handshake just to
that's fine.
yeah, kind of work it out. So we were with Nate out at the range. Sorry about that. Courtesy, right? Yeah. So we're out at the range with Nate.
Okay.
Ran your handgun. Very
2311.
The 2311, absolutely. Very interesting time out there, and it was extremely smooth. I did have some stoppages, but that is subject to happen in our environment out there. But Nate said I actually recovered pretty well. He was, and he made a joke about, hey, you may have some dummy rounds in there, and he was like, hey, you're doing that pretty good. So it all really worked out well. I'm curious, you are the gunsmith behind this piece.
Yep, I am the Oracle Arms Battalion. I'm UCL owner, VP Product Development. This is my baby, my brainchild. So,
when did you start thinking this up? About how long ago?
Well, I have been working on 1911s for a long time. I love 1911s, and when I would say probably a couple years ago, and really put it to work about a year ago. So,
okay.
A lot of things a lot of thought went into this. Wanted to figure out ways, how do we improve on the 1911 double stack platform? So first thing we did is magazine selection. 320 magazine is what we want. So there's a lot more availability and known for reliability. U.S. Army has selected that platform, so that's one of the reasons why I went with that one. So that allows you to get a 320 magazine release, and from there, that's one of the big things that we have on the Oracle 2311. We also added a lot more features after that. The first time ever, we've got a 1911 with a right side baby. All right, that's going to help you accommodate those left-hand shooters or someone who wants. I did notice a couple competition guys say that they really like to be able to use their index finger to drop the slide. So a lot of thought went in that. Another big area we wanted to change is this proprietary or slide is proprietary, and we revamped how we did the 1911 slide. A 1911 slide can be gunsmith to drop onto the 2311 frame, but we wanted to deviate and try to improve what we can. Biggest area, I wanted to have a toolless takedown. To be able to take down your slide, your left side slide stop will pop out, and then your entire upper comes off your hand, and everything, the barrel, recoil spring system is encapsulated. So this helps to maintain your firearm and keep it clean, and then you don't have to worry about anything falling out while you're at the range.
Or that spring going across the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, I've got
or in your eye. I mean,
hopefully you're wearing safety glasses while you're shooting, but hey, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm talking about like just breaking it down for cleaning or whatever.
Sure,
you know.
yeah, we definitely don't want that to happen. So some of the features that we have here, we got debris channels. We built the debris channels into our firearm in strategic locations. So without sacrificing fit, form, or function, or any precision, we were able to maintain our precision machining and fit that you have inherent with your 1911, but our debris channel, so if you do get some debris into your firearm during running a dirty range or wherever, it's going to migrate down and out. If you look into our frame, you have a nice big scalp, so that's going to help you keep your firearm running at optimal conditions throughout the day, regardless of what conditions you're in. One of the things that's really like about the Oracle 2311 is the linkless design and how well and quickly you're able to reassemble your firearm. One of the things with the 1911, you're always trying to get your link to line up, and now with the linkless design, it's always going to indicate properly, and allowing for a very quick and simple reassembly of your firearm, so you're always quickly ready to rock and roll. Another feat, so fire control, we've maintained John Brown's 1911 Series 70 fire control minus the grip safety. You can go out there and gunsmith your own fire control. We do control our own fire control. This is our system. We tune our triggers. Combat pistols are tuned to about 3.5, 4 pounds, and then our competition we're going to be tuned to about 1.5 to 2 pounds. It's going to be shooter preferences to and if you want to have custom orders, we will have some of that capability down the road as well. For our big thing as well, we have proprietary plates that mount to our slides. Every firearm comes with 4 plates: irons, RMR, RMSC, Delta Point. And if you notice, all of our optic plates are combat cut so that you have a good co-witness with your front sight. Your front sights are always going to be a tritium front sight. This is a 320 dovetail.
Okay, trying to think of some specific questions, but Todd, quite frankly, you've covered it extremely well. and even though I don't think you rehearsed it, it was well done and very timely. You were like, you know, blah blah blah. So currently, what is availability of the 2311 or push out time, etc.?
We're going to start releasing March-April time period. We'll be in full swing by the middle of 23.
Okay, and expected, of course, subject to any thing
That is
outside
the
your
goal
control.
line.
Right.
Nothing's written in stone.
Right, yeah, I always like to say that because, you know, you may get those calls, hey, you said whatever, right?
Thank you.
No worries. No, hey, I like to caveat emptor, right?
Right.
So what is price point on the starting? You probably have a starting price and then it probably works out.
So we have 3 families, as I like to refer to them as. We have compact, combat, and competition. We don't have any competition out here today, but in each family we're going to have our base model and our elite model. And they start off about $1,700 and they're going to go up to about $3,000. We'll have final pricing as we're ready to release.
And of course, that's an approximation of pricing, subject to changes or
Yes.
cost of materials or whatever. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, let's kind of make it very clear that this is not, again, written in stone, as you put it.
That's correct.
Yesterday, the pieces that, or on Monday that we were shooting, am I correct that those were prototypes?
Everything here today is prototype for about 90-95%.
Okay.
There's a couple. Monday was a great T&E day for me. I was able to gather a lot of data.
Right.
And we're just going to improve from here.
And so for transparency, like some of the difficulty I was having personally, that could be attributed to those being
I already
prototypes.
know where that's at.
Yeah, exactly. So we're good to go. And again, it was kind of funny from a shooter standpoint, at least from my standpoint. You know, those things happen, and it just worked out that way. But again, the issue being that the pieces at Range Day SHOT Show 2023 were prototypes and some things that you're addressing. You're in the process of addressing, correct?
Yes, the one area I know where I need to address is already addressed within the county.
Outstanding. Good. What area are you from? In general, are you on the West Coast, East Coast?
It's actually about 6.5 hours north here in Dayton, Nevada, which is the Reno area.
Okay, very good. On slightly on the personal side, and if you're kosher with it, that's fine. Favorite adult beverage if you have one?
Old fashioned.
An old fashioned? Okay, we were having them last night with something with goose fat emulsion. It was wild. I mean, anyhow, but it was an old fashioned with that in the.
Where did you get that?
That was it. You know what? When we clear here in just a second, I'll try to remember it. But it's a local place. It was actually in Palazzo or Venetian. It was one of those restaurants. And then, do you like cigars, or do you enjoy tobacco at all?
I don't smoke. So.
None at all? Well, that's probably a good thing, especially being, you know, your foundation being gunsmithing. You're around a lot of fumes and a lot of other stuff. It's as if you need something else, right? Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to add?
I think we've covered it all. No, it comes with a nice. Every pistol will come with a case, and depending on what line you go, it's going to come with 3 to 5 mags. So we want to make sure that you're well stocked.
And again, your magazines are?
320 magazines. We make our own magazines.
You do you do build your own magazines in-house?
Not in-house, but as from a magazine manufacturer, we own it. And, so they're exactly footprint-wise the same as 320. So we have our magazines. Our magazines we're working at 320 product and 320 mags. 6 320 mags we're working on.
Okay, very good to know. And that's good that you're doing that, because nothing worse than a proprietary magazine. I mean, we all learned a lesson with the Bren 10, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Other than that, you have a very safe trip home. Have a very good SHOT Show. You got an outstanding booth here. Nate was an outstanding representative at the range, I just want to say. And take good care.
All right, thank you.